and start feeling rat-a-tat-a, you know, start trimming, you know? It's like, hey guys, it's Erica and I'm Lana. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how we grew our hair in 2 years. So in this video, we're going to be talking about our hair journey, and we're going to have a couple of tips to help you guys grow your hair too. Now let's get started right into the video. So in January of 2018, we both decided to cut our hair. It was pretty long before. We just felt that like we had split ends.
Yeah, a lot of split ends.
Our hair was getting dry. It felt really dry, really rough towards the end of our hair. So we decided to cut, I think it was about like 4 inches off of our hair. So if you've seen a couple of our videos, like from like 3-4 years ago, you can see that that's how long our hair was before we cut it. And we actually do have a picture we're gonna put in of how long our hair was before we cut it. So in January, we did cut it fairly short. Like it went to like the collarbone, you know, so it was pretty short. After we cut it in January 2018, we wore a lot of protective styles, like a lot of wigs, you know, we wore some braids some twists now and then. Yeah, that would definitely be one of the tips we would say that helped us grow our hair is protective styles, because we wore wigs a lot. We rarely took our hair out, so we did wear it a lot. I think that was a main thing that made our hair grow. And then we're gonna like fast forward to like April of 2018. This is how short our hair was here. It was still fairly short. Grew a little bit. It grew a little bit, like, yeah, but it was still like fairly short for our liking. So we still also like were in and out of like wigs, and wearing our hair when we felt like it, but it was still fairly short at this time. Yeah, I don't recall wearing my hair out that many times. I would just take it out to wash it, deep condition, and then braid it back in the wig, because it was short, you know what I mean? I didn't really want to wear my hair that short. I wanted it to grow out, so yeah. So next, we're gonna fast forward to October 2018. I could tell my hair was pretty long. It was getting pretty long. I could wear it like in the pictures, I have it in like a half up, half down, and it was fairly long. I was happy with, you know, the growth starting to show. So I think I wore my hair a little bit more during that time because it was hanging enough for my liking. So I definitely think another tip, we use wild growth oil when we used to have our hair cornrowed up. So that also helped a lot to the growth, and that's why, you know, I used to wear it more because it grew so much from the wild growth oil. So I definitely would recommend getting that oil. Yeah, in addition to wild growth oil, like making sure that when you put the oil in your hair, you're massaging it in.
Yes.
Water sometimes helps to like really make sure it's massaged in, and like also like kind of giving your hair moisture. So making sure you're massaging is a key tip, because if you just put it on there, it's just sitting, you know, you make sure it's into your scalp, and it helps your hair follicles, you know, grow. Okay, now fast forward to December of 2018. This is when our hair really started to grow, but as you can see from the pictures, for me, I cut bangs around this time because I had so much heat damage in the front of my hair, because due to in the past, like in 2016, 2017, I was wearing U-part wigs where I had a flat iron, my leave out. So I had so much heat damage from that I ended up cutting bangs in my hair. The rest of my hair was still flourishing, it was growing, but you know, obviously my bangs were growing a little bit behind them. But yeah, our hair was looking really nice at this time. Yeah, it was definitely looking really nice. My hair was getting a lot longer. I would wear it out more than I would wigs sometimes, because you know, wigs can get annoying sometimes. I would just let my hair breathe, and I just think it really just kept on growing pretty nice at a pretty nice rate. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward to February 2019. I was still wearing my hair more. As you can see in the picture, I had like a half up, half down. It was getting pretty long. I was definitely way more comfortable wearing my hair out because, you know, it wasn't shrinking as much, and I would also like stretch it so it could have a little bit more length too. So I was getting really comfortable with my hair starting to grow and wearing it out more. Yeah, and with my hair, you can see in the picture I had a like a half down with a bun. That was my go-to with the bangs. It was easy to camouflage my bangs since that sometimes they would be too short or I didn't feel like doing them. I feel like that was a nice style to show my length of my hair, but also still have my bangs up out the way. Another tip we would like to talk about for growing your hair is to not use heat.
Yeah.
During this time, we wore wigs and we had our hair out, but we never used heat on our hair because that's just how damaged I had to cut my bangs because I had heat, you know.
Definitely.
So we thought that not using any like flat irons, like rarely really use the blow dryers, it would help our hair grow and flourish more.
Yeah, I would definitely say no heat. I think the last time I flat ironed my hair was when it was like way shorter. I think I have a picture, I can put in a picture right here. It was way shorter. I think it was like collarbone, but now as you can see, it's like all the way down here. You know, the length check is you know, it's getting long. So
It's giving.
you know, so I definitely think, you know, not using heat definitely is the way to go. So we're gonna fast forward again to April 2019. My hair was getting really long. I was wearing it like majority that time frame. I was wearing it a lot. I wasn't really wearing wigs, you know. I think I might have had like some twists or something like a couple months before, but I was really just wearing my hair because it was just at a good length for me. You know, I would stretch it with a blow dry a little bit and it would hang at a good length for me that I felt really comfortable with, and I loved how my hair was looking. So I definitely think, you know, the tips we were using were really helping.
Yeah, and for me, my hair here, it was growing. The bangs were growing, you know, they were getting longer. It was, the hair was looking fuller, like it was doing what it needed to do. So I think that I wore my hair out a lot because, you know, I did want to show off my bangs and stuff like that. So I think our hair was pretty healthy at this point, you know, getting longer too. Okay, and then we're gonna come to July of 2019. This is when I really could notice like a real difference in my hair growing. My hair was like getting way longer. My bangs, like I literally would have to push my bangs up when I wear like either sunglasses or just to see, because they were getting like really long. It almost was like, girl, you gotta do a middle part or something, because it was just they were getting really long. So yeah, my hair was like really growing at this point.
Yeah, I thought my hair was pretty long at this point. I was really happy with it. So yeah, it would just continue to grow. It was really retaining length, and I really like that. And I definitely think another tip that, you know, we did more so in the around this time and a little bit in the earlier months is trimming, you know, your hair. I definitely think you should trim every now and again. Like I think I maybe trim like every 6 months. You know, when you're in, start feeling rat-a-tat-ta, you know, start trimming, you know? It's like what you feel and what you're comfortable with trimming. Okay, so next, we didn't really have any pictures in between July 2019, so we're just gonna jump ahead to January 2020. You know, my hair was getting really long. It was about at the length it is now. It was actually really just showing its length. It was just, I think it was like dropping. I think that's what it's called, when your hair starts to drop and it really starts to fall longer. So I definitely could see the growth there.
Yeah, and for me, I knew my hair was growing because I could not do bangs anymore. It was, the bangs were getting here, so I had to just start doing middle parts and like side parts if I wanted to. So that's how I knew my hair was really growing, because it was easy to track due to bangs. So another tip that we would like to suggest is deep conditioning. When we wore our hair curly, we usually would deep condition every week to 2 weeks, depending on, you know, school, depending on what we were doing. Also, when we were wearing protective styles, immediately after we finished with those protective styles, we would do a deep condition and, you know, make sure our hair is, you know, getting back that moisture from having it up in braids or whatever for how many months.
Okay, so now we're gonna fast forward to June 2020, you know, July now-ish.
Yeah.
So yeah, our hair is really long, you know, at this point, you know, as we already showed earlier, it's a lot of length, you know, compared to January 2018 when it was like collarbone length all the way in the air, basically. I definitely think our hair grew a lot and retained a lot of length. And I think a last tip would definitely help benefit us was using the rice water method. So that's when you just put rice in water and let it sit for a couple of hours and then put it in your scalp and massage it in. I think that really helped with, you know, shedding, and it also kind of helped with a little bit of, you know, length retention.
I also would say that, like, from cutting our hair in 2018, two years ago, we literally have grown it back anymore. Like, it's just become way healthier, and it's just like it's great to deal with our hair now. Like before it was kind of a struggle. It was just a lot of tangling and a lot of brushing. But now I think it's like probably the best hair, you know, we have now. So
definitely much more manageable. I definitely think so. And I'm really happy about the length. Okay, so that's the end of our video. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope these tips in our hair journey can help you grow your natural hair.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.